This episode of Distraction is sponsored by Landmark College, offering comprehensive support for students with learning disabilities, ADHD, and ASD. Learn more at lcdistraction.org. Landmark College, we teach differently. Hello, this is Dr. Ned Hallowell with a mini episode of Distraction. Our wonderfully brilliant producer, Sarah Gerton, came up with this topic, and the topic is, how do you know when enough is enough? And when she ran that topic by me, my answer was, I don't know. So I'm going to answer this sort of on the spot. I'm going to answer it as we go. How do you know? How do I know? How do we know when enough is enough? You know, when you're eating food, you know enough is enough when you start to feel bloated and sick, and that's why experts tell you to eat slowly. So I suppose that could be one guide. You know enough is enough when you begin to feel sick, when you begin to feel bloated. But if it's a relationship, you don't want to wait until you start to feel sick. I think with a relationship, you know enough is enough when you're putting more in than you're getting out. When as my wife likes to say, who does a lot of couples therapy, when the deposits exceed the withdrawals. In other words, you're putting more into it than you're able to take out of it. When it's just not worth it. When whatever it is feels more like a leech than a lily. Lilies are people or projects that are worth it, and leeches are people or projects that just aren't. You can sort of sense that. You know, enough is enough when whatever it might be, a person or a project, isn't worth the amount of time, effort, and concern you're putting in. And what can be hard, it's easy to give up a leech that you're not putting much time into. But what's hard is when you're putting an awful lot of time into it. Let's say I've been working on a book that's going nowhere. And let's say I've written 5 pages. It's easy for me to walk away from it. But if I've written 55 pages or 155 pages, then it's really hard to walk away from it. But I've actually done it. I've actually walked away from 155 pages. And it's a darn good thing, because if I'd kept on, that would have been a colossal waste of time, effort, and energy. It just wasn't going to be worth it. And think of a relationship where you just know that all you're going to do is fight and fight and fight and fight. Or, best case scenario, all you're going to do is just kind of bore each other. All you're going to do is get along as roommates. All you're going to do is peacefully coexist. You want more than that. So enough is enough when you just know that you're not getting or gonna get what you're hoping for, no matter what you do. And it's just not worth the time and effort to keep trying, because there are other people and projects that you can invest, and invest is a very good word to use, your precious time and energy into. So to answer Sarah's wonderfully provocative question, how do you know when enough is enough? Well, when you just sort of know that you're not getting and you're not gonna get what you hope for. This is Dr. Ned Hallowell with a mini episode of Distraction. If you have a question for me or a show idea for us, email it to connect@distractionpodcast.com. Or better yet, call us and leave a voicemail. Call 844-55-CONNECT and leave us a message. We really look forward to hearing from you. We need to hear from you. We look forward to hearing from you. We want to hear from you. So 844-55-CONNECT or email at connect@distractionpodcast.com. Distraction is produced by Collisions, the podcast division of CRN International. Collisions, podcasts for curious people. Our editor is the very intelligent Chris Latham. Our producer is the inimitable, brilliant, imaginative Sarah Gurton. Our audio engineers are the brilliant and ever-creative Roman Zeitlin and the absolutely always reliable Pat Keogh.